What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Moon Monkey Trades video. Dropping a watch list for you right now. So I'm just going to show you a few trade ideas of some stocks that I think can move this week, either in the next couple of days or within by the end of the week, as long as the market permits, because it's been a little bit crazy. So I'm going to jump right into it. The first one I have for you is AMD. That's Advanced Micro Devices, if you've never heard of it before. So all I did was run a trend line from our high here to our recent price and across the bottom here at like a little support. So we've kind of got like this triangle running downhill, or like a wedge. We just went under the 50 moving average, which is this red line here. Went under it and hooked above it, which is good. And we're looking to break out of this trend line here on the top. But we're going to need some volume to start picking up. Stochastics looks good. I think the RSI is a bit high right now. So if we don't break out tomorrow or the next day, I think we could probably pull back a day or two before we actually end up breaking out of this. But definitely a good trade to look out for. Very simple, keeping it easy, and we could possibly run back up into the 113, 114 range. Second one I have on the list for us is Facebook. We curved over, as you can see here, dropped below the 50 moving average, and short sellers took control. Especially you can see here on this big selling volume right here on this red candle. But when you see these big red volume bars, that means usually you gotta have more volume than that the next day to keep selling off, which did not happen. We just kind of ran sideways. So we have really good support here at the bottom of these candles. And we have a bullish engulfing pattern over top of the spinning top here. So we're definitely reversing on this. And I really think we could run back up and at least touch the 50 MA before we may get a pullback. But once we get above that 50 moving average, I think we could run back up and test the last highs around 385. So keep an eye out on Facebook. Number 3 on the list is Twitter, TWTR, another social media stock. Broke above the 50 MA on Thursday. Friday we kept moving, but we just reclaimed this previous high here. The volume is picking up. Stochastics looks good. RSI is starting to curve over, but I still think there's plenty of upside here in the next couple of days if the overall market starts to run back up, and we could get back up into like the 72 range on Twitter. Next one on the list is APPN. So here's our overall trend line on this most recent trend. We're retesting it for the third time. The first time here at earnings. Second time was this previous high. Third time is right now. We're getting higher lows and looking to make a higher high. So APPN, if we can break above this trend line and also get above the 50 moving average, I think a lot of buying pressure will get in it, and I think we'll blow right past this previous high. So keep an eye out on APPN. Another good one I have for you is Costco. Just had earnings, and then we ran up on Friday, and if we break above the most recent high, then we could definitely run higher to the upside. But it's kind of hard one to trade because it's very expensive. The options are very expensive. Stitch Fix is the next one I have on the list. I've been running downhill for quite a while. We finally got a bounce and reversing in direction. We're making a little flag pattern here and headed toward the 50 MA. And if we get above the 50 moving average, we could keep running to the upside. But we may need to pull back before that, so this could be a good pullback trade. And it is an online retailer, and we are running into Christmas time. Even though it's months away, people start to Christmas shop early, and an easy way to do that, especially with COVID going on, is shopping online. And Stitch Fix is definitely one of those retailers that people like to go and shop online. So keep an eye on Stitch Fix. Last one I have for you is Walmart. We've consolidated sideways for the past 5 days. Now this can still break down to the downside, so you don't want to jump into this trade. These stocks that run sideways like this can really burn up an options trade, so you need to make a move first. But I think if we can break above these candles this week, if we could try to make a run, then it would make a great swing trade back up to this most recent high of about 150. But that's all I have for you. And don't forget, one good way to trade these markets also is to trade the QQQ or the SPY and catch some swing trades on those, and just got to really pay attention to the overall market. But that's all I have for you guys. Hope it helps, and I'll try to get back with you midweek and show you some trades that I've made, if I do make any, and try to give you an update on the watch list.